way back in '93, I wanted to get into games, and it took me a while. But long story short, I worked for a company called, they were called World Play, and they were the old Sierra Online. They were actually the Imagination Network that AT&T had for a while, and in between Imagination Network, or as we became World Play, we were working on a thing called Cyberpark, and it was basically, I don't know if people know this, but back in '95, people were paying long distance charges plus $7 an hour plus long distance just to play checkers and chess and backgammon and stuff online. Mm-hmm. And the slogan of the company was come for the game, stay for the chat. And they really got what this was going to become pretty early. But anyways, I got lucky, and we got bought out by AOL right before the Time Warner merger happened. And I was more of a tools guy working in games. And about a couple years after we got bought out by AOL, I started working remotely. And then about a year after that, I quit because I had enough funny money from AOL to try to be independent for a while. And I wrote 8 or 9 really horrible little window games that were all logic-based, and nobody wanted to play them except for brainy people, and there weren't that many people coming to my website, and I might have made $200 in about a 3-year period. It was horrible. But I had funny money from AOL, and those 9 games led to the job at iWin. And iWin wanted me to port their Mahjong game, and we did much more than port it. And this was in 2004 and 5, right at the boom, right when the casual market was born, when people started realizing women wanted to play games if you gave them the right kind of games. And basically, I wrote the 3 Mahjong quests for iWin. And at the, 5 years later, we're pitching. We went from 13 people up to 120. We went to 3 guys making a couple of great games to Death by Committee. I pitched several things. Finally, they let me do my own game. But 6 months into they had half greenlit it. 6 months into the project, a couple other things bombed. The market got tighter, and they decided they weren't going to do any in-house games anymore. And this was in October of 2009. My wife and I were driving, believe it or not, over Hogback Mountain in Vermont, HOG Mountain. And that to me was just kind of funny because HOG, of course, is hidden object games. But she turned to me and said, "Do you think you could do this game on your own?" And the game was called Diamonds at the time. And it was a murder mystery thing, light adventure. And I said, "No, I can't quite do that." She's a big fan of HGTV, Home Shopping Network. She started talking. She wanted to do a game with, set in a beautiful house. And all the hidden objects were going to be that. And I started thinking about, just picking up laundry, believe it or not. 2 socks. 2 socks on the back of a couch. You just pick them up and you clean the house. And that quickly became, well, let's get rid of the names in a hidden object game. Let's make a non-verbal hidden object game that's randomly generated and replayable over and over again. And then Clutter was born.